Fire alarm,
Never mind, we're not a fire alarm for now. Somebody was unhappy with some services and then maybe they just want to pull the fire alarm. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Gold Nugget Gang Podcast. Today we have a very special guest to give us more insights about the phenomenon that we're seeing in TCG today. All right?
The world of magic.
The world of magic.
No, I cannot say the world of magic.
Yeah.
There's MTG. You cannot say the world of magic.
The world of alternative magic. Okay, so we're talking about the topic of card restorations. We've seen a lot of restoration videos on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. And today we have Singapore's
Possibly number one.
Possibly, arguably, the doctor himself, right? Dr. Magic. All right, so if you want to follow Dr. Magic, Mr. Magic, whatever you want to call him, you call him Magic.
Magic
He
K.
says SG Card Magic, Mr. SG Card Magic. All right, so today this is our special guest, Mr. Magic. You can see his handsome face underneath the hoodie and the mask.
Yeah, I have to
right?
cover.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he's a bit unwell today, but you know.
For your imagination.
For imagination, yeah. So that's why you don't want to spread some germs today. yeah. But yes, Mr. Magic. So thank you very much for coming.
Hi everybody. I'm SG Cup Magic over here. So this is my first podcast. I was a bit nervous also. But
Don't worry. Chill.
because I don't want everybody to know who I am. So later I'll explain a bit more why. So
Okay.
I don't need to explain. I think everybody also know why you don't need
I mean,
to
people
show
know
your
me
face.
in the space. A lot of people know me, but it's better not to
To be anonymous, basically.
Yeah. And
yeah.
also because I hold different roles, right? So I don't want people out of this trade.
Yes.
So kind of like in the street say, hey, I saw you doing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're having people telling us that already when we go on the streets. My workplace also.
Yeah. I think you all know.
Yes,
you all
yes,
hold
yes,
different
we
jobs,
understand
you
that.
know.
Yes.
Day jobs. People ask you, is that lecturer? Is that my research associate? Is that
Fire alarm,
fire alarm? Never mind. We're not a fire alarm for now.
Is it okay?
It's okay. I'm sure somebody was unhappy with some services and then maybe they just want to pull the fire alarm. So today we have Mr. Magic. Thank you for coming. Why don't we start with a little bit of a background in terms of what you do typically. So a lot of us will know you from your Instagram and showing us what you do. But generally with your restoration service, what are some of the things that you typically cover on a day-to-day basis?
Basically for me, because I hold two jobs, so my day job is actually a chef. So that is why I do not want people to come to my restaurant to say, hey, I got cut to restore and I'll pass to you. That's why I'm wearing the mask. But sooner or later people will know also. But this is like a passion for me. So what got me into it is I bought a card off eBay. And it was then Pikachu EX XIR from the Surging Sparks.
Okay.
So back then I thought that I was pretty good at pre-grading already. So I asked for pictures. Everything you could ask for, I asked for it already. And when it arrived, it had a very large crease on the bottom. And I paid above market for it. The market was like 600, I paid like 700. USD some more.
They like back in the day, like when it just came out.
So I was damn shacked lah. Then I look at it, then it's like, wow, what can I do about it? But I used to draw a lot. I draw and then I like drawing and artwork, on those canvas and all that. So usually they have like the paper fold and all that. So I try to make it look nice again. Then I use the iron. And sneakers, whereby sometimes the sneakers, you bend the sneakers and when you want to sell and look mint, what we do is we put a wet towel on top and then we iron it and all that.
For the leather to go back. Yeah, okay.
So I tried it on a card. I tried all sorts of metal on a card. So back then, I think restoration was, you can't even learn anything off the internet. So you just have to think of ways. You have to go to internet to go and search like ChatGPT.
Try and error.
Like you ask, how do I fix damage? Like how do I fix a crease? How do I fix a dent and all that? Then you try all sorts. So I put the card in the freezer, put the card even in the oven, dehydrator. Even I tried, bro. Everything I tried already. Then use the hot iron, even all that. Then I sent the card in for grading. So when I sent it, then the first time it got a PSA 6.
Okay.
Then, damn sad. Crack again. Then try again. Then the third time I think it got 10. So that was how it all started.
When was this?
That was like during prismatic.
Rapids.
The era
That's
of
not so long ago.
Last year lah.
Yeah.
But I use on and off collect a bit lah, but not so much. This I just don't like the feeling of getting scammed lah. In a sense. Then I messaged the guy don't even reply me.
Yeah.
So that was how I got started, and then slowly I started to evolve and learn lah. So I buy cards. My first card I restored was actually a Sky Reacher.
Oh.
Sky Reach.
Yeah, the Zard. Yeah, I bought a PSA. Oh no, it's a BGS 1.5 or 2, I think. 1.5 or 2.
Okay.
So I bought that and then I cracked it out and tried to restore it. Till today, it's still with me, but it never got graded. But that was an experiment before I started diving into it. So I recorded it all in my IG and all that. I started all those cards. But it's not because I'm rich. It's because I believe that in order to improve, you have to spend your own money.
Tuition fee, mahjong tuition fee.
Because it hurts, what? I paid 2K for that card.
It's like mahjong. You lose first, then you win.
Really? Yeah, that's how I got started. And then slowly, I move on and take customers. I do for free for people first.
So based on your experience now, new cards, modern versus like vintage, like Skyreach, which one harder to deal with?
It really depends on which grading. Let's say we go for PSA. So let's say if you're talking about, if the pop is no longer controllable, it does not matter. So for example,
Van Gogh, let's say.
Van Gogh, Ponchos, and a modern Moonbryon, or a modern Umbreon SIR, there is no difference in terms of whether or not you can jam the card.
Okay.
But if we take a Gold Star Torchic and we take a Moonbryon, you ask me which one is easier or have the highest chance, I can tell you for sure the Torchic will never see the chance for the next 1 year.
Because of the pop control.
Pop control is one thing. Second thing is just that era of card. The printing is just different. If you can always find flaws to not give it a 10. Because if you look at the EXT market returns, right, most of the cards are miscut on the left or the right side.
Okay.
On the top. So it has this line and then it's
a curve
down.
Yeah.
It's not exactly okay. It's this and then
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens is, even if it's a 10, that grader would just give you a miscut or a 9. So that's the thing with this kind of era of cards. So, but modern cards is really doesn't matter. Like, if your card is a 10, it's a 10.
Right, that's right.
Then how about your base set to new era? Because those are a bit more. Some of the cards are very. The holos are very. The holo part is very blank. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So that one will like attract a lot of micro sketches and everything.
Okay, so for base set, right, is the easiest to restore in my opinion. Okay, for Zard's base set. But base set and first edition Shadowless, the issue with them is the edges. All of them got silvering. So also hard to get a dent. But if you talk about the hardest card in all eras to grade and to restore, I would say it's the first edition Neo Genesis.
Oh, that one has by default print lines already.
Print lines one thing. Second thing, I think internationally, I would say not many people have the skill set to restore that card. I would say if you were to ask me to name names, less than 3. Yeah. So that card personally, I have 3 BGS 9.5, all failed. I bought it myself, tested it before I do customers one. So that's 30K burn off already. So did I make the money back in the end? Yes, I did. But for that 3 cards, I've lost money. That's the only era of cards that I've lost money.
So Neo Genesis. So yeah, that's my point lah. So because Neo Genesis has, for example, the Lugia.
Yes.
There's a lot of foil
print line
elements
and
to it.
it's very thin.
Yeah.
So what happens is people who have no experience, they polish the card. They actually polish off the first layer of the foil. But they don't really notice it, you see. At a 45 degree to 30 degree angle, you will see the patches. So what happens is, if you go to CGC, it's definitely N5. You go to PSA, you 50-50 graded. You go to BGS, it's also N5. It's definitely rejected. So that card is one of the hardest card to jam. It's really one of the hardest.
So actually, I mean, just to give people an introduction in terms of all this idea of restoration and things like that, when you talk about restoration, what are the various factors that play a part in that? Because like we talked about a bit about print line, about about
The edges.
scratches, edges. What the typically all like the formula that you typically look out for, like when you do restore a cut, you try to sort of fix a few things that you can fix. Right?
So for me, right, usually I don't take any customers that come to me. So I usually try to educate the customers first. Like I have this principle whereby if I want to charge you money, you have to make money first. Otherwise, there's no point in charging you the money, you see. So usually for the cuts, I always tell people that the number one priority in today's grading standards is centering. Okay? Centering also got different categories. And which era the centering also differs a lot. So centering is key. Second is the printing on the cut itself. Well, what I mean by printing is that if the cut has, let's say, Mewtwo, there are a lot of specks of white dots. You know, on the back.
Yeah,
and
on
all
the back,
that.
yes. Very
Some people
familiar
will
with
say
that.
that it's printing error, but I can tell you for sure it will never 10 in today's era. It's not going to happen. Last time can 10, I believe. Today is zero chance. So, and then if we talk about, let's say, gold stars, sometimes got the pink red dot. Those are fine. On the back, on the back. Then like the torchic, if there's a hickey error, you know, the one on the bottom. There.
Yep.
If there's a hickey error, max 9. You will never see a PSA 10 torchic with a hickey error. Yeah, so it's very important. Centering is first. Second is holofoil. Like, does the holofoil have scratches and print line? If the print line is on the middle of the artwork, it's an auto 8-9 really. Zero chance to 10. Don't even bother trying. If it's below the Pokemon, on the bottom near the feet there, you still have a chance for 9. If it's off the holofoil, there is a chance to 10. But everything else must be min. Then finally, I would say whitening. So whitening dictates everything. So if you look at the back, anything more than one speck, don't bother. So one speck, what I mean by speck is like literally like a speck. Some people look at one ding like a speck. There's a difference.
Ding and a speck.
Yeah, it's a very big difference. Then sometimes people say it's cutting like one round. That is not cutting anymore in today's era. It's actually a streak of whitening. So that when you go to BGS, will be a BGS, the corners will be 8 straight away. So now the era changed a lot. So I look at centering first, then holofoil, and then the whitening. So if the cut has no chance to 10, I will just tell the customer upfront, there's no chance one. But if it's a vintage cut, sometimes it's still worth it to do it because the 9 still has value. Yeah. But for modern, then no point. Yeah, for modern, you take Umbreon VMAX, for example. The centering on point, but there's already 2 white specks. Then there's no chance to 10 one.
Yeah.
So why fix it?
Yeah, I did notice that the older sets do have a higher chance of 10, even when there's some kind of defect. The modern ones are the newer set numbers are impossible to hit the 10 already if you have any one of those dots, right? So you think is that back then they were more lax, or they just up their game now? You know?
No, because this is true experience and a lot of people that I meet internationally. So we do deals and all that. So I've learned a lot also. So basically last time when Pokemon was not so famous at the time, it is like a service. Like I could have opened this service to people. So like Singapore grading company, you come to me, I slap the cover. The machine is very cheap only. I slap for you, but there's not much value tied to it. Slowly it becomes a business, but when it becomes a business, it's just like bubble tea. People start opening up. Like you have CGC, BGS, then Tech, and all the AGS, and all the funny companies all coming up and all that. So the competition is there. So grading standards also up. So when grading standards up, people have to change. Just like now PSA buy BGS over. People still don't know, but BGS already changed their standards. The corners and edges have already changed. What used to be a 9.5 today is 8.5. So people will say, oh, you graded poorly. No, they changed that because PSA bought over already. So they have to up their game. So does new sets and old sets do matter in a sense? Because you will not see like 3 corners whitening getting a 9 in today's era. But back then, it might
Had
still
a chance.
a 9 or 10.
Yeah. Back then, I saw some gold stars that were PSA 10 from the Rocket era, Rocket Return ones. They were not like perfect, right? But the front is obviously mint and beautiful, but the back has 2 dots, 3 dots. But they still get a 10. But I guess the population is just so low that they were adjusting it like a bell curve, it's examination kind of level. So then now they have the 10s. But I think in this new era, you want to crack those and resend. you sign one time, you're never gonna get back your 10.
Those cards are very dangerous now also in the sense. If I were to own a Pop 9 or Pop 11 old cert, I would definitely put it in a phantom case and I wouldn't carry around.
Yeah, because I guess like to back to your point, like now the current one and the old ones, the old certs, yes, there will be a bit more blemishes to the grade 10 to the current grade 10s, but that's why you said I mean those older ones with the lower pops, just keep it aside. No point regrading them, because when you regrade with the current the grading scale, I think it's definitely going to be a grade 2 lower or 1 lower one. So don't take the chance lah.
Yeah, because we see a lot when people get their cards went for signing, right?
Yeah.
They crack the PSA 7, came back a 5. Some people crack a 10, came back a 8, which is not shocking anymore at this point. The standards are totally different.
Yeah. So actually, do you want to be off camera? Mr. Magic was sharing a little bit about how that there are actually a lot of people that are also doing these restoration services. And then one thing you mentioned was that you noticed that actually when you go to trade shows nowadays, or you go to shops, right, you can tell because you've been doing this very long, but actually you notice that there are a lot of raw cards that have been poorly restored. Right.
Touched, you mean?
Touched.
Massaged.
By low-level magic lah. Alright. So, so I mean, for people who want to go out and search for vintage cards or cards to use goods to, so is there anything that you can give them some tips to say that, okay, this is how I pick up and I can tell whether the card's been restored and poorly restored actually? Is there anything that you can share on that?
For me, sharing on this, right, it's not to shit on other restorers. In a sense, I just want people to up their level. So I always believe in these things. So some people will like this and some will not like it. So to each his own. Yes. But to me, my take is always, if we were to talk about integrity, then we shouldn't be grading cards in the first place. Because the companies have no integrity as well. To the harsh fact, you get what I mean? So if we are talking about restoring, there's still some line of integrity we have to hold. Like if you want to start on restoring cards, my advice is make sure that you are somewhere there before you sell those cards. Like for example, we talk about trimming. China is very good at trimming. So they have machines and they have laser cutting techniques. I mean, I cannot share so much, but that's what they do over there. And it really is on point one. Some cards you can see it's very obvious, but PSA will not grade those. Some other companies will grade it. Okay. So those they invest a lot of money to get it. But if you were to use a paper cutter from Popular to clip the corners, I just saw that there poncho and then you put it in trade show to sell, then that's fucked up lah.
But what made you spot that? I mean, because like normal people like me, the eyes very blur one. I cannot tell two colors from each other, this kind of thing, or my QC.
Yeah, how would you spec?
Like what is it? Is it too round or is it?
Okay, for example, right? Okay, we use this card for example. Sure. This Masaki. So how the card was printed is usually they print it on the top from the down. So when they cut it, right, usually it's this way. So a lot of people don't understand that when they use a paper cutter, right, they've got two different ways. Got different one. So one part of the cut, right, there's always two dings that's pressed down. So first of all, it's not flushed. Second of all, you will have the torchic miscut, that kind, straight, and then like that. Then one side will be shorter than the other side. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to tell. But what's hard to tell is recolored cards.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So recolored cards to me is that I would not say that you don't go and recolor your cards or whatever it is, because everybody's been doing it for so many years. So there's no way to stop it. But my advice is, if you want to recolor a card, make sure that you are skilled enough to do it first. And then if you fuck it up really, sorry, I mean, if you cannot say...
Then Unhinged.
Then don't sell it lah. You get what I mean? But question is, don't sell it, just take the loss, you get what I mean?
So, but this is, you're asking for impossible, right?
Yes, sometimes you have to take losses. So like, recolor cards is like, people... In Singapore, it's easier to see. Don't just look at the card of how mean it is. Tilt it on your eye level and then tilt it like in a 30 to 15 degree angle. So when you look to this angle, right, a clean cut should be a white. The in between the top and the bottom, it should be white flushed. So as you tilt down, you will see some of the color go over the
Bleed
one.
into the.
Yeah, it's like bleed, and it's like sometimes on the corners it's more obvious. So if let's say you suspect this card has something wrong, it might be dirt or coffee stain.
Okay.
But if all 4 corners got this issue, then it is a red flag.
Yeah.
It is a red flag. And then another one is let the light shine. When you put under the everywhere got light, what?
Yeah.
So let the light shine on the surface. Don't just look at whether got whitening or not, because that is really the least of the worries, especially for vintage cards. So and more expensive cards also. So go to the surface, and usually the color that they choose, they don't have the exact color that Pokemon uses. So Pokemon cards have an acetate film behind. So when it's dinged, right, so that plastic is gone. So when they use the color they find popular to paint it down, right, usually the tone is different. It shines back at you. So those cards, what we can see, the graders can see also. So usually they will just reject lah. So be very careful. In Singapore, it still can, very obvious. But in Japan, it's way different. In Japan, they will like touch the card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Because actually you were showing us the slab, right?
Yeah.
And I think I'm happy to put this information.
Hey, don't put this one up. I want to buy.
No lah. But in terms of the card that I let you have a look at it, right? You actually notice that this particular card had those paint. as well as
So this is the
the
Masaki.
ink.
This is a PSA 6 one. This is a 6 cert. So back then they probably are more lax, but this is considered one of the better. I would say better
Drops,
kung fu one.
Kung fu. Better magic, better magician.
Better magician.
This intermediate level magician.
So
Your wizard
unless you are a pre-grader, you will not realize it.
Yeah.
So usually people just look at the card, wow, quite clean there for 6. I will try and gamble. Even for me, when you remember the first time I met you,
Yes.
it was in the night.
It was
So I
like
see like, wow, very clean can try leh. So when I go back and take a look at time,
cannot.
bro, cannot. So when we tilt it right, you can see already at the corners and all that. So there's black ink lah over there.
Yeah.
So once you grade in today's market, sure.
Yeah.
So you did share quite a lot about the techniques lah. I think you led on to one of the things about integrity. So we now go for the big boys. All right. So you talk about the integrity of the companies that we've seen. I think in a few of our podcasts we did mention things like swapping of cards lah. We also talk about
Choice of the big
things,
boys. Which one to send?
like so in your opinion, right? When you look at the big boys, what are some of the horror stories or things that you've heard allegedly? Everything is allegedly. What are some of the horror stories you've heard in terms of the big boys, in terms of these questionable integrity issues?
Okay, for this quite sensitive topic, but it's okay. See, I'm fine sharing it. But this is based on data I have gotten myself.
Yes.
I grade about few hundred cards a month. So it's pretty high for a person, for a normal person. So, and I grade in all companies. So the results are directly come to me one. So I can see and know exactly. So what I did to the cards, definitely I know it. Correct or not? So in return, when they give the graders notes and whatever cards that come back, we also have kind of get some info from them. So personally, I feel if you want to talk about, hot take, the most strict, most accurate company is CGC.
I knew that.
And I this one I can say you send 10 cards to regrade, right? 8 will come back the same.
The same grade.
That is how, to me, how strict they are. They are trying to bring back their
goal, their high level standard.
Their standards lah. So they are really top there lah.
This is why the Pristine 10 I've been saying that it's worth a purchase, but not everybody likes it lah.
Yes.
Right?
Personally, I hot Pristine times now.
Is it? Okay, I have a common friend.
I'm fine lah. I'm fine sitting on it until the day that people realize the rarity of it.
So in terms of ranking, you put CGC first.
When it comes to consistency.
Okay, and then?
Then when it comes to, let's say, second, I would say BGS. Okay, BGS, because they are now very strict, way more strict than last time.
Right.
So now even to get a 9.5 with good subgrades is damn hard. Yeah. So the 10s last time we try and regrade, confirm 9.5. So it's harder now. Then third, I would say is PSA. But PSA, the issues with PSA in Singapore, I realized that a lot of people complain that they swap cards or they damage my card and all that. But to me, I don't think they do all of that. I would say the integrity in the company is I think the owner is too rich. He won't bother about all your cards. Even your cards, his 300k card is nothing to him. He's making too much money, honestly speaking. So, but the downline is a different thing. The graders, the QA side is a way different thing. So I believe that mistakes will happen, but I do not believe that cards will be swapped. Because in today's era, people are smart. Like even if any of the shops try to change my cards, right, they will not be able to change it, because I take detailed photos and I know exactly, like, we take Skull Poncho for example, the stars at which area, which face, I will know. So there's no point in swapping cards to risking your reputation for it. But I believe mistakes do happen during slabbing. It's normal for all companies. It happens also. And one more thing is more towards if there are big cards that are being swapped, let's say it will only happen to cards that are really, really, really very big. Maybe like first edition Shadowless. Or maybe like, let's say if you graded a PSA 10 reverse holo Gengar from LC. It's a pop 10, pop 11, that kind. They probably can find something that's almost similar firework pattern and then to try to that. But it's really down the downline. It's not then for me, that one you have to do your own due diligence unless you sway. Then for tech wise, I would say anything modern 5,000 and below, easy to jam. That's where the money is. Free money hack. I can tell you, just send tag only, then sell at PSA 10 price. Anything above 10k, a bit hard.
Tag is a Canadian company.
Yes.
But I like their slabbing.
The design.
The looks of it looks nice.
The slab is
just
nice.
the slab is a bit flimsy because one throw is broken already.
But I got this feeling they will eventually get bottom off already by like PS1.
That was their plan anyway, right? The idea is to always get eaten up by a bigger one, and then
the
get
technology used,
then just sell off and then take money to buy another trophy. What's the big deal, right? It's just only setting up a company is not that difficult.
I mean, it's business at the end of the day.
It's business.
It's just business at the end of the day.
So I have a more personal question, but this is not like something to do with your skill set, but rather like if I want to buy cards now, slapped, vintage versus modern, what numbers should I look out for? People always talk about 1,000 cert premium. And the below 1,000 cert premium, they are not like different prices, right? Why would people go and bother about such a thing? Like for me, right, if I see any 1,000 cert, it's more likely there's something that is being done to it already. Maybe anything before that, 9, 8, 7, there are people still attempting, but most of them could be just that they really just bought and then they just send. So do you have something like to advise to pick? Like for me, I'm modern. Maybe I'll buy the newer certs. But the vintage, I'll just buy the older certs.
Okay, so for this, right, it depends on what kind of cards and value you are buying. So let's say if I think in a collector's standpoint, if I were to buy a high value card, I will definitely look at condition. It doesn't matter the cert number to me. Because the condition is what matters. A 10 is a 10. So let's say we buy a Legendary Collection Moltres, for example. Most of them are old certs, right? So what's important to me is the front doesn't have to have the print. I don't want the print line. If the 10 has a print line, I don't want it. I don't mind paying 1,000 more for something that has no print line. And then the back, actually don't even need to see one because all LC whitening. So it's very rare for one to have no whitening. Which is why if you know NBA, right, most of the LCs don't get stickered by NBA in the PSA 10.
The gold label.
They can't even get a silver. Because I tried so they cannot on. So for me, that's the most important thing. But for moderns, I will go for the billion cert. Because like moderns and semi-modern, those mid-era ones. Because the billion certs are more it's newer and more tough in terms of grading.
It's strict.
So even because my take on this is like that, old cert, new cert, all got alterations.
Okay.
Even if you go to a show, everybody booth sure got one card has been restored before.
Right.
Maybe one day I'll do a video on that.
Maybe.
But which one did it better? You get what I'm trying to say? I would rather hold the one that looks clean and sell the one that is easier to sell versus selling an old cert that it's still a assumption that it's not been altered. Nobody knows. You know what I mean? Yeah, so maybe it's been polished also. Some people might still feel that it's altered.
Right.
So yeah, that's my take.
I guess it goes down to just eye appeal, you know.
Yes.
You feel that everything is okay, just take the slap, right?
That's very
then don't need to go and think too much whether is it altered
a 10
or
is a
not
10
altered. 10
lah.
is 10 yeah. The sentence has gone around for many years already, and I'm starting to appreciate that.
I still have one old set, the 200, the two sets. Yeah, the two
I
sets,
seen
yeah.
zero. That's like the most amazing already. But I believe this is just like what he said, just service, you know.
I mean, I sell a lot of
Slap.
cards. So in my collection account, I sell a lot of cards. So I can tell you for sure now, the old set, new set don't really matter. A 10 is a 10. So when I graded, let's say for example, when I graded a small company 10, but it was a big card. I cannot say which card because it's low pop lah. People were telling me, you crazy, why don't go PSA? Then I say, it doesn't matter, pop control PSA. Whatever company gives you a 10 is fine. And then in the end, I sold it at record price. It's an all-time high. It's a 6-figure. So at the end of the day, does it matter which company gives you the 10? What's more important is the eye appeal. Because when people question me this time, we look at the card and tell me it's cleaner than your PSA 10 or which one more cleaner. At the end of the day, my card is cleaner. He bought a card. So
This is like the same discussion that have been ongoing for Logan Paul's the Illustrator, right? Whose 10 looks cleaner or whose 9 looks cleaner?
because at the end of the day, high-end collections, the collectors want things that are clean,
Pristine
and rare,
looking,
pristine.
Or do you want both?
Yeah, like the Tech 10 Illustrator. People may not pay that price now, but in my opinion, if the PSA 10 is 16 million, the Tech 10 should be 20 million minimum.
True, because it's an AI scan with everything detailed
It's
there.
cleaner lah, it's way cleaner
All
lah.
the information is there, you cannot hide those. It's
Card
quite
for
interesting.
card,
Yeah. I think it goes down to whether the eye appeal and the buyer, whether it's happy with whatever they bought at the end, right? I think to buyers, if you bought it already, 10 is a 10. Don't think too much.
Yeah.
Everybody else say whatever they say, let them say, you know.
Yeah, correct. But then there are these people will say, oh no, it's the brand thing lah, you know, PSA lah, tag lah, you know.
Then like
It's
they
the
talk
same
about
lah.
every kid's secondary school sorry
which-
that's when
which people parents are doing hey, your kid this one, your kid that one. It's the same lah, you know. Apple, Samsung, same thing lah, you know.
But at the end of the day, people will know that if you realize, if you realize when PSA is very liquid, people say PSA is the best and all that. When PSA makes a mistake, you should grade at tag. And when tag slaps break, CGC is still better. Actually, at the end of the day, right, it doesn't matter lah.
I mean, grading is, you are putting it into this plastic lah.
Yeah,
It's to
but
protect the
sadly,
car.
at the end in Singapore, you know, buying, selling is still PSA is the gold standard.
Yeah, I mean liquidity lah.
Yeah, even in
the liquid lah, yeah.
Even in Japan, it's also same thing, right? People buy here, PSA 10, go there, sell, whatever you want to do. PSA is by default anybody's flipping main company. Yeah. But for myself, my collection, I used to go for CGC Pristine 10. Those are my
Same
favorite.
for me. Is collection is CGC. Long term hold is tag. So if I were to grade something to sell and make money, I know that I would need the money anytime. It's definitely on PSA. Like those Montbrions or that, I won't go to CGC, even though the Pristine might be higher priced.
Yeah.
So yeah lor.
Yeah, that's true. I used to buy a lot of Pristine 10. I will hold it now. Shall not sell them for a while.
So I think we spoke about the big companies. I think you also were sharing a little bit off camera just now to me about what are some of the things you can do to also look after your cards. So I think you were talking about the sleeves and you were talking about the card savers, right? What are some of the things that we typically don't look out for? We assume a card saver is a card saver, a sleeve is a sleeve.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
No, this issue I've been always wanting to share with the people around is because in Singapore recently you see a lot of news whereby this shop or that shop or PSA or which company damaged my card. When I say, it's all over Facebook. All along we'll have this issue.
Yeah, I always have one.
Or my card pre-graded a 10. Why did it come back a 6? My first question is always, have you all thought that who are the ones pre-grading your card? Are they different? Like, are they God tier or something else? I mean, they are also humans, right? It's just like you, me, everybody. We learn how to pre-grade the card. It's all experience.
Yep.
So pre-grading cards is a very vague thing.
Yep.
Because different era of cards should be pre-graded differently. You cannot use a Montbrion pre-grading style to go and pre-grade a Gold Star. It will never 10.
Yep.
You get what I mean? So this is one thing that people around us, the collectors, should understand. Second thing is, why it became a 6. Yes, there's a chance that the companies may damage the card, but there's also a chance that what you are sending with damage the cards. Like this is a new pack sleeve. This is new. The brand don't matter. But I can tell you that this whole pack, right, can throw away. Because with my standards, I will not use this. Because anyone inside, right, sure got problem one. Like, I pull it out. Like, okay, this one, right, if you see, do you see a dot here? Do you see a dot here? Yeah. Do you see you try to hold it?
Oh, yeah.
Manufacturing defects.
So it's just a small minor dot. So what happens is, any shops in Singapore, I think the shops should also know this also. Go and custom make a thicker sleeve. Charge your customers is fine. Because it's worth it. Because this one, right, so cheap. You put a card inside.
Press one time.
Different card era, different card stock.
Yeah.
Japanese cards are thin. So let's say if your card is a vintage Japanese card, blue back, you put it inside this. There's this dent inside already. It's actually a small ding only. You put inside and then you use a cheap card sleeve, let's say a card saver like this. Those that are flimsy one. And then sometimes there's a dent here, you see? Then even pack fresh, sometimes it warp this way, sometimes warp that way, sometimes dented here. Then you put inside. And then when you put, the person maybe send bulk tier or whatever tier. Let's say the shop is very famous. A lot of people go to them, they got like few thousand cards. One whole box they put inside together. When the cards stack together, and then just nice when they sleeve it in. Now that I put outside for a while, you see got dust already. See you got S shape, all that inside. Sleeve inside. What happens 2 months later when PSA receives the card? The card is clean when they pre-grade. Reach there, it got dented. And then become PSA 6. And then become PSA damage card. That's why PSA will not pay you one. Yeah, that's the thing, you see. So I think that a lot of people need to take note of this. So when they look at the card and all that, I would advise to get your own card savers and sleeves instead of putting the responsibility on the pre-graders. Yeah.
Do you have a specific brand or you get, or can people get from you?
I don't sell personally, but my card savers, I can tell you I get from Concept. Because theirs is currently is I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying that because I go to which one that is thicker. Because their card savers is very thick. So I'm hoping that I can find one that is even more thicker also. I don't mind paying more. Then sleeves, I just buy off. I buy those perfect fit sleeves, you know.
Perfect fit, yeah.
But a thicker ones.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So people who, of course, PSA will say, I want pull tab sleeves. I don't bother lah. I don't care. I just put inside only. It's okay lah. I mean, I just put inside and just send only. But I'm hoping that one day we can find source for like pull tab sleeves that are thick. Like the perfect fit sleeve, the one that put you put inside just nice and you stick one that kind.
So even with a thicker sleeve with no tab, you make your own tab. Is that still doable or not recommended?
Like you put your
the sticky note.
note.
You put the sticky
Can.
note.
Also can.
Because that's what I do lah.
Yeah,
also can.
That works also. Yeah,
because it works. You see, it protects your card in a sense.
Yeah.
And then second thing is you don't forget is when it's thick inside and thick outside. It stops your card from warping.
Yep.
So like the natural curve of the card is like that, right? It's slightly upwards. So when it bends the other way around, it's too dry. So usually when I put it in the card saver, so I look at how the card is bent, the saver is bent. So let's say it's bent this way, right? My card, the foil will be facing here. I will not follow where the hole is and face here. Because at the end of the day, when you reach PSA 2 months later, you face the other way already.
Okay. Wow.
So this is something that I realized that none of the shops or nobody does that lah. Even restorers or what. But I do that not because I know, but because through experience. A lot of cards have been damaged like that.
That's a PhD thesis.
Yeah. First in Singapore, first on Gold Nugget.
We award the PhD ourselves.
Congratulations, Gold Nugget Gang PhD. But what? You really PhD thesis and what?
It is.
Sea thickness,
it's
sea
almost
wall.
the same.
Top loaders also.
But top loaders is not recommended already, right? It's just for more like trading cards and selling off cards like that.
Even top loaders sometimes they are pinched in the middle. I usually expand the middle first.
Like widen it lah.
Widen it first.
Widen it before you add in.
Top loader also got different size.
No, I agree. There's a lot of.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You know, like BGS, the slab inside has the sleeve, right? That's pretty thick actually when you actually try to crack open and see. So I think that one is not bad to do, but that one looks like a custom sleeve. Is not the
I think
regular ones.
My view for that is that BGS will not change that because it's a safety precaution.
Right.
So when they sleeve it in, they seal the card in the sleeve. It's like no matter, even if you slap the card, right, you mislap the sleeve.
Yeah.
Versus what happens is you see on PSA whereby a lot of times they damage the card on top.
Correct.
And they press on the card and then they just return you PSA 6.
It actually happened
it's
to my card once.
because it's just a card, just put on top. Then after that they put the machine, they tap it on him.
Yeah.
If they want it to be fast,
Put sleeve,
anything will happen.
please.
Yeah.
I pay extra 50 cents. You think we will pay?
Won't be 50 cents, please. I think another $10.
Another $10.
PSA at the sleeve, they say, oh, for processing fee, here's an extra 5. Then come to
I mean, look at it. When I started grading myself, I mean, it was only how much dollars only. Now grading itself is what, almost $50.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now the price is like even the regular tier is 170 now.
Yeah.
But with the increased price of the PSA for the grading, does it actually increase the amount of business you have right now, or rather the number of people who come and ask for restoration?
Me, personally, I have people coming to me every day, but I don't. I mean, this is a good chance to say so. I'm sorry, but that I never reply all of you. But it is not on purpose, because the reason why I'm closing the queue is because I want to educate people first. Like, don't just send any card to me to fix. You look at me as I mean, some good friends of mine, restorers internationally, they say that we are like card counters in the casino. So we are not magicians. We are not gods. So you come to us, you place your capital with us to try to win the casino, the house. But we don't guarantee win rates. We just increase your percentage of winning.
The odds lah.
But my look of it is, I'm a senior surgeon in a hospital. Okay, there are many different brain surgeons below. Unless your card has a very big brain tumor that no other surgeons can fix, then you try to come to me, because my charges are there. So there's no point in sending me a $300 card when my charges are $300. And there's no point in me taking your $300 card and I don't make you money as well. And even if you give me the $300, I don't feel good. You get what I mean? That's the reason why. So for me, I will just pre-grade the card for you first. If I don't reply you, means your card cannot make it. So I cannot be replying everybody. Then, I tell you, when I just started, right, like a lot of children, a lot of young people, they go to every card show. My phone can ring non-stop, man. This one can buy, that one can buy. You think this one can? This one can?
Wow, okay,
I become responsible for their
decision.
It's a very scary thing.
Sorry if I also ignore any of the people. I'm just sometimes very tired.
Who you ignore, yeah?
Yeah, same lah. People ask this, can I? Then I'm like,
He's senior surgeon. What are you?
I nurse. But people
Senior
still
nurse,
ask. People still go to the nurse and ask a lot of questions. Hello. I maybe I don't even nurse. I'm secretary. I just at the counter. But
thank you to the healthcare workers in Singapore.
Essential workers. Yeah.
To me, I feel that this message has to be very clear.
Yeah.
If you cannot gamble, don't gamble. Gamble what you can lose.
Yeah.
So if let's say you have a poncho right now and you want to fix it, but if you lose it, you are gonna cry, your heart is gonna wrench, then don't.
Yeah. You must be willing to lose.
You must take
Because
it as
after all, this whole thing it's a gambling by itself. Like you don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, you say pre-grade 10, come back 9. It's a gamble.
It doesn't matter, man. Even if it comes back as a 10, and then you bought it at market rate, 2 weeks later it plunged.
No,
you
correct,
also have no
right.
choice,
So
right?
that's why-
You have
that's
to
why
accept the fact that it
people
plunged.
People have to understand that sending over is not for the monetary gain. It's actually to protect the card.
Right.
That's
right.
the main. I mean, that's the biggest thing about grading. The monetary comes after. This is how I tell my clients. The monetary part is it comes after, like after whatever grade is written there. That gives the monetary gain. But the important part is just putting into this plastic. Yeah. I mean, people say, why not put into this plastic? Then you get a better plastic, lor. Like there's a better version of it.
Right.
Because don't get the China one.
Right.
But for me, it's all money.
To be honest, the easiest way to rather check your own card first before engaging a restorer is to take picture, clean, put it into ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT give you some advice back. I'm surprised actually there's a few big collectors on IG who actually tested out whether ChatGPT could give you a good pre-assessment or not. And then based on the assessment, I think it's good enough for you then to decide whether to engage somebody to help you further improve that situation. And I think that's something maybe everyone could start taking in mind so that don't overwhelm our.
I mean, there are many,
Dr.
many
Magic
there,
here.
there are many options to go about. But I always feel that before I empower you with monetary value, you should empower yourself first with knowledge. Because it's like, to me, it's like there are many apps out there, card centering tool.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
all
Yes,
that.
yeah, they can do it for you.
I mean,
also.
I've met even people who tell me that, what if it doesn't 10? This question I cannot. This
It's
question I really cannot.
It's
It's
our,
like,
like our video of the what's your best price?
exactly.
Right.
And I also, this is the reason why I also don't want to show face to show.
That one also happened at church. Actually, one of the annoying question was, if cannot 10 how?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do next?
What's your best price?
I don't know. Figure it yourself.
I mean, I guess like what you say is the education part where people got to understand like some of this information you got to reach out, you got to do your own due diligence on your own homework on how to do stuff. Then after that you come to people who are experts or who are people who have been doing this for a certain period of time. Ask them for their advice. It's always like that, man. You go do your own homework first, then you come and ask the teacher, man. It's not the other way around. Teacher give you information, then you go do also, man.
No lah, teacher should give information first.
Hey, I cannot everyday spoon feed. You ask me
Exactly.
You see, you send me one card. I say, hey bro, this card worth how much? I'm like, why don't I send you the link? Price starting faster. Then he 2 weeks later, hey bro, this card worth how much? Then I'm like, I don't reply.
No, exactly. So it's the same. I mean, it's the same as anything lah. I mean, anything that is knowledge passed down kind of thing. I guess is the student or the pupil have to do their own homework first. After do their own homework first, then after that, sometimes when you do homework also, you feel like, hey, something wrong leh, you know, that kind of thing. Then you go and ask the teacher. You go ask the professional.
Right.
I think that should be the way lah.
So if you don't mind sharing a little bit more for this kind of service that you're providing, in Singapore, is there like a lot more people doing this? Is there at least 10 different people who have services?
I think when I first started, there was only one or two. But now there should be 4 or 5. If there's more, I'm not sure. But for me, my target audience is very different.
Right, yeah.
So although still majority are Singaporeans, but my main target audience now are international. So they send cards to me from overseas and all that. So I would say the reason of me telling to people to look through your cards and the pricing first before coming to me is because there are other people out there. They are doing it way cheaper. But of course, the level of restoration you have to judge by yourself. So if let's say you have a first edition Shadowless Charizard whereby it's mint on the back but it's dented, creased, you do not want to trust somebody else, I understand you can bring it to me. But if you have, let's say, a Lily's Clefairy with a crease on the front and then you come to me, I'm going to charge both the cards the same price. But it's not going to be worth it for you to do it. But probably somebody else would do it for $20, $50 or $30.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Know your own value first and then come to me. But I mean, cannot control one.
You can restore coin or not?
Coin never tried before.
Gold Nugget can help you flatten. I go the tools in
The
shop.
hardest card that I restored before was the lenticular deoxys.
Shit.
Yeah, so,
Can restore me? The holographic tree.
Vomit blood. One, I restored 2. One was a very deep dent on the back. Another one is the corners, the front, it's textured, right?
Yeah.
The texture was off. So I have to retexture the card.
Wow.
So now it's grading lah. So I mean,
Well, we'll see the results.
nobody can see lah.
Yeah.
The other one, dented one, came back 9, and then we cracked and we try again. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
How you even restore extra thick plastics, yeah?
It a lot of patience.
It takes a lot of patience.
Then
Okay.
like the texture card is, I literally have to go one line. Like you literally have to mold the texture back. Yeah.
This is PhD, man.
So you're also saying that you have international clients, right? Maybe you can just share with us like one that you can share lah, and your most memorable, your most interesting client that you work with. Yeah, was there one that you
For me, I would say the most easygoing client.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if you're watching, you know it's you.
Okay.
Yeah, someone whereby he just came and just dropped 2 big bangers in front of me, a bunch of bangers, and then just without even haggling and all that, one sentence, I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to send you cards that you cannot fix. And I'm willing to pay any price. Bam, that's it.
But do they stay here and wait for you to get the restoration done, or you ship back?
No, he just happened to came for holiday for that month, and then he just come pass to me, and then when it's done, and then I pass it to him back. Yeah,
Do you fly there?
Then some of them, if they are not around, I'll ship back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough, like, yeah.
It's a pretty big cut, lah. So
Understandable, right? You want somebody trustable to do, but for you to reach internationally, that's insane. That's like a dream for almost anyone who put on IG or any kind of service also. You know, even just collection. If you can have somebody from international contact you to buy off your thing, it's already. I feel like it's a win. You reach far enough already.
No, I think it's more like a service, and what is your own credentials that tell people that you are, worthy enough, or you are trustworthy enough to I can, I pass you this card, help me do something about it, kind of thing. It's the trustworthiness that people get from all your different engagements that you do.
This is a very good point. But even for me, right, till today I still receive people whereby tell me, can I meet you in person? Bubble meal, can I come to you? Can I wait for you? Can I look at your process and wait for the card? I mean, I understand the point where they are coming from, but I hope that they can also understand that I cannot be meeting everybody.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, you can't be meeting everybody.
Correct.
Sit through the whole process because there's a queue, right? Yeah.
So that's why, those people who engage us or engage people from overseas, they really trust you, from all the different processes that you did. That's why, for myself, right, Walk 250, we are going overseas is because of that reason.
To reach out lah.
Yeah, because people wants to meet us. I can't expect them to come over,
Yes, true.
So when we go overseas, all the trade shows, that's where they'll come and they got the time to come and meet us and everything. Yeah,
Makes me feel good because there was a customer came in, he dropped off about $10,000 card, small amount compared to yours lah. But I don't restore but my service was crack. Pack and then go and get graded.
The trust is there. The cracking process, right? Any card that's getting cracked by another person's hand is based on trust, right?
Correct.
It's insane, right? You put the life of that thing literally on the other guy's hand. 9, now you crack.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do after that if it goes something wrong?
Imagine my mind was, it's a 9 now. If I crack, if go 8, then how? Jialat. But I was like, crack that. Never mind.
That's what Ruben did to me with the first edition Zat before Arita signed. Get a crowd on me.
Exactly. So it's the trust, and also the person who is passing the card over has to know that this is already a gamble. When cracking a card, there is you can be as patient and everything, but if things go wrong, means things go wrong.
Right.
And the person who passed the card or anything, right, has to know that there is a risk there.
I think for nowadays, the slabs, except for the 12 billion cert for PSA, it's harder. The rest is pretty easy. The risk, I would say the risk is very low. But if you were to ask me which has the highest risk for cracking slabs, I would say ARS and tech slabs.
ARS can crack
I can crack. Wow. But you vomit blood. Really, you vomit blood.
ARS how thick,
Yes, can crack, but very
It's slightly thicker than BGS, right?
It's very thick.
Yeah.
The cut is a perfect fit in that slab. It's anything you mess up.
It feels like they resin molded the
I think that thing can break car window.
The only way to crack ARS slabs, my style, you need a hammer.
I think you need to buy a saw for that. Go past it.
The
tech slabs were cracked.
But what's the purpose of cracking an ARS slab, man? ARS is pretty good.
No, actually ARS is very lenient in grading.
Fair enough, yes, their 10 is really lenient, yes.
It's not liquid, you see.
But it looks nice.
Yeah, so if people...
It looks premium.
People wants to crack, restore so they can get the same grade in PSA.
So if even ARS 10 plus is not worth
ARS slabs, I only look at one thing most important, centering. If the centering is off, I just tip back.
The Baka centering.
Don't even bother. Because they are too lenient on centering.
It is, yes, I did notice that, because I bought some 10 plus, right, and then I got shocked that the front was a bit off-centered and they give a 10.
Yes.
Yeah, so then, which is already telling me that they have a different standard on grading itself.
Yes, because you are trying to cross to PSA, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you take a unlimited edition Gold Star Trico, for example, on ARS 10 plus. it's OC left right. You go to PSA, it's going to be a 9.
9, yeah, indeed.
So
indeed.
there's no point in doing that.
I agree.
Unless you could say go CGC lah. Maybe linear.
Even if you go CGC, you come back
normal 10, no?
maybe give you a genuine 10 only, not a pristine 10, the black white label one.
So now actually we covered quite a lot of interesting things lah. I mean, we say we want to educate people. Is there anything else you think that we haven't covered in terms of like what should the people that want to engage your services or other, even not even yours, but other restorer services, what should they look out for? What should they do? Before even coming to you guys, or is there any other information? Because we talk about the sleeves, the what to look out for. Is there anything we missed out?
Anything you just want to add,
want to share?
For the final one.
Most important finally is, if you want to send a card for restoration, take it as 0 value. That is the most important takeaway.
The mindset.
Don't have the mindset about, because I'm going to SG Card Magic, he's the best, and then it's going to come back a 10. Even for me, I cannot guarantee a 10. So, and if you want to send the card to restore, understand that there is a risk involved. So there are many kinds of risks. Like for example, maybe after restoration, you are not willing to pay for faster service of grading. So it takes very long to go to the grading company. But because your card is restored before, it's more malleable in a sense. When you reach there, it warps a bit. It comes back at 6. But my instruction was for you to send it express.
Or walk through lah.
Yes, exactly. So, and then there's also another risk is whereby if you fix any card, there's a risk of getting rejected by PSA or any companies. So does that mean that it's done deal? No. So sometimes maybe your fingerprint is there. Maybe the polish is too shiny. The card don't look like a 10, but the hollow foil look like a 10 plus. That kind is like auto red flag.
It's just glaring at you.
So if it rejects, we will touch it up, clean off any polish that's there, and then we try again. But it's never 100% foolproof lah.
Okay. I think the thing, like you say, the key is the mindset, right? You must willing to go in and hero to 0, or you really come back double hero.
Risk what you can risk lah.
Right. Okay, that's very interesting.
I think that covers a lot in terms of your work processes, and I really thank you for coming to us.
No problem.
So if anybody is interested and wants to learn more, hopefully we can do more content together with Mr. Magic here, and we can learn more about his work processes, or even maybe future collaborations that we do lah.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be the highest viewed one.
We hope so lah. So please support any international
it's
friends.
my first podcast.
Yeah. So there are some interesting information, juicy information, spicy information, and it really all about this whole world that's there.
As in, we know it for years already. It's happening, but now it's in full detail. Right, Unhinged. And then it's like, wow, okay, mind blown.
Actually, one last thing. So actually, have you ever encountered anybody who tried to open up a slab, try to restore the slab, and then put it back?
You mean re-slap the card?
Re-slap.
I have tried it before myself also. Because I saw the video on, somebody use something, just use the fingernails to pry open.
Yes.
I don't think it's true leh.
Don't do it.
I tried very hard and I don't think I'm a small size guy. I tried to pry very hard, right? No matter, I tried 99 million cert, 1 billion cert, 11 billion cert, 12 billion cert, all cannot.
Wow.
And even if you were to really get those AA plus slabs you can buy from China, and you try to put a card in and you try to re-slap it back, it's not going to look the same, because you can never be like follow everything the same, like the labels and all that. It's not going to be the same.
Right. I know.
It's impossible.
They have a lot of information also going on how the decipher whether it's a real slab or fake slab.
Usually fake
tempered
slabs.
ones are
Kinda scam one, right? It's usually negligence.
I see. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
That's a lot of info.
I
think
a lot of
I'm
info
good for
because
tonight.
we were going to think about it. But this was last because I wanted to just double check about slab because we didn't touch on that. Because we slept. But then we can expand more on that next time. All right. So thank you very much everybody for watching this episode, and thank you Mr. Magic for coming to us. We have conferred him the doctorate. Dr. Magic now. Yeah, soon to be Professor Magic.
I haven't even got the title.
Soon. Okay, but thank you very much, and we'll see you very much.
Bye.